Right, now what I have here, folks, yes, it is a saltwater or estuarine crocodile egg. Alright, this is the only species that we do farm. Alright, the reason why we farm these ones in particular, I guess you could say they have a really good product. Alright, some of you guys would have been on the boat tour before, yeah? Yep. And the rest of you guys are going on 1030 boat? Yep. So you will have seen, or you will see, what we call the crocodile nests. Alright. Now these are the ones that we collect out of those nests. When we do collect them, does anybody know how we collect them?
Carefully.
Yeah, pretty carefully. So really fast and really carefully. Alright. I guess you could describe it as a bit like your chocolate Easter egg hunt, right? Yeah. There's no chocolate involved unless they get a good chunk out of me. Ignore that. Not meant to do racial jokes. Alright, folks, so look, as we're collecting them, it's a very meticulous process and very hard and very fast way we do it. So there's about 5 or 6 of us. Whoever draws the short straw has to collect the eggs. It's pretty funny for the rest of us watching them. Alright, so we bring them up. Alright, there's roughly 40 to 60 eggs in each nest. As we collect them, we have to mark them off individually. Does anybody know why we mark them? Any crocodile experts? You want to give it a go? What do we do? No? Alright, so the reason why we mark them, folks, as you can see, they look exactly the same way, either way around. Okay, if we were to flip it upside down when we collect it, right, it would actually snap what we consider, I guess you could explain it, it's a bit like your umbilical cord or an air sac. Alright, now if we snap that, the hatching inside will actually drown and die. Alright, so it's very important you keep it the same way around when you collect it, put it back the same way down. Alright, once we have collected them, alright, there's roughly around 100 nests out here. So we can collect nearly up to 6,000 eggs out here, right? When we bring them all up here, we'll bring them to that long green shed out the back there. There's a really long green shed. That there is our incubator, right? The incubator houses these eggs at a constant temperature of 32 degrees, between 31.5 and 32.5 degrees. At that temperature, what does it produce? Very good. All right, somebody's been doing the research. All right, so yes, it does produce mainly males. And the reason why we want males is because they're easier to handle. Alright? I mean, how many of you guys know, right? You can punch us, kick us, do whatever you want. Females, you all have these fingernails, eyelashes, all that bad hairdos, yeah. So, look, males are just easier to handle because their growth rate is exponential. And yes, I guess you could say, if you're making a product or wanting a product, you want it to be done fast, right? At 32 degrees, if we sit them at that constant temperature, they grow really big, really fast. It's just like giving chickens hormones, right? Or giving a bodybuilder steroids. Alright, except this is way better and more natural. Alright, so as we bring them up, after they've hatched, we have a ratio of about 70% males, 30% females. Alright, as we do so, we'll hatch them out, knock these eggs open a little bit. They'll try and bite my finger. Throw them out, throw them to the next person, they'll throw them into that tank over here. Right? That houses the new hatchlings for about a few months, right, until they're about a year old. Then we'll bring them out to here, which are called our grow-out pens. Now the grow-out pens, they house between 1 to 3 years old in them. Right? Now, before we do continue,